Good day and welcome back to the Shaking Family on day 151 of our weight loss journey. So today I'm running really late. I got home, I got to bed at about 4:45 this morning, and I had a real good sleep. I only got up at about 9:15. So it's 10:15 at the moment. I've just had a cup of coffee and I've prepared my images for the video today, and I'm going to just give you a real quick update. I haven't got a lot to say. I'm feeling reasonably good. I mean, I can feel that I haven't had enough sleep, and we've still got tonight and tomorrow night, and it was a real big setup again last night. And while I was there, I took some footage to try and show you what a typical setup is like and what's involved in it. But I'll throw that footage in, and I may have to correct a few things as we go, because I've said it takes about an hour to set up the site from start to finish, and that's more like an hour and a half, hour and three-quarter. It's a three-quarter hour just to put the signs out before we even start putting heads out, because we've got to do these big loops turning around. Then we put all the signs on the right hand side of the road, and we go in a big loop again. We put the signs out on the left hand side of the road, and then we can only start putting nets out. So it's I don't know where I got an hour from, because an hour is, we use up an hour just trying to get the signs out, almost an hour. So it's probably more like an hour and a half to an hour and three-quarter to get the full site out for the workers to come in and start their work. Other than that, I'll just put that footage in now, and then I'll come back and finish this video off. Right, so a couple of days ago I showed you what I did on that 12-hour shift, and how busy we were there. Absolutely nothing to do. And I'll try and show you by contrast where we're working when we work on our night works. So I'll turn the camera around and I'll just show you. The traffic has died down quite substantially by now, because it's already 9:15, and we start setting up at about 6:15, and it takes us about an hour to get everything set up, and then the boys will come in and do their work, and once they're finished, then we've got to pick it all up again. So this setup is quite a long one. It goes all the way from that bridge up there where you see those flashing lights. Even beyond that, that's where we start putting hats out, and then we've got an on-ramp onto this road in front of that truck, and we've got red and blue coming through.
Okay.
So we have to call that, because it's an emergency vehicle coming through, and we have to call it so that the boys can be aware that there's something coming through down the bottom. So yeah, this is the sort of traffic we deal with here. We have reduced this section of the road to 40 kilometers an hour, but very few people come through at that speed. These cars coming through now are probably doing 60 or 70, and then I'll just go around to the other side, and that's where they're actually working down there, where you see those flashing lights. It's quite a long way that we've got to put these hats out in the road, and you've got to know all your distances, and that all these hats are 12 meter centers, so every 12 meters we put another hat down. And the way we measure that is by the lines on the road, because those lines are from the start of one line to the start of the next line is 12 meters. So if we put a hat down on the start of every line, then we 12 meters apart on all the hats. So yeah, once the boys have finished working down there, then they'll pack up all their stuff and they'll disappear, and then we got to go right down to the end of that and start picking up, and we pick up backwards. So we go down and we start picking up from there and reverse back all the way back to the top there. And once we've picked all of that up, then we can start going round and round and round and picking up all the signs that are way before that. And picking up the signs takes about an hour. So that gives you a bit of an idea of what we do on these busy roads. Okay, so I hope that gives you some idea of what we actually do when we do one of these setups, compared to the one I showed you previously for the 12 hours where we just sit in the ute. We don't even put a sign or a hat out. We just sit there. We don't do a thing except watch that the lights don't go faulty. This one, it's a lot of walking, and that's where, like I say, where I get most of my exercise and my steps from, is because we walk that whole side to put those hats out there. There's no other way of doing it. You take some hats off the ute and you walk them out at 12 meter centers, as I've said. So you may walk 50 meters away from the ute and then walk back 50 meters to the ute and then drive down another 60 or so meters, take some more hats and walk them out. And it's the same picking up when we're reversing back. We reverse back and then we walk away down the road and start picking them up towards the ute and we put them on the ute and then we get in and we reverse back. So it's a lot of walking, and that's where I get my steps from. Right, so hopefully this gives you some idea of why I say we don't walk, I don't get much exercise. 167 subscribers, and thank you very much for that. We really appreciate that. Battling again for video content. The girls were supposed to do that batch cooking. Apparently they just prepped everything last night, so they've cut everything up and ready to do, and maybe they'll start cooking tonight and record something that we can get up. Beside that, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube and share the videos around, and give us some ideas for video content in the comments below. By those comments, you keep us motivated and on track. And also, if you haven't subscribed, or you found us for the first time, please just hit the subscribe and the little bell, and you'll be notified when we drop the next video. And with that, it's going to be a real quick, short one. As I say, it's already 10:30 almost, and I've still got to go and edit and get this uploaded to YouTube. So with that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching the Shaking Family, and see you tomorrow. Bye.